everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is Amanda Rose, and today I decided to do a get to know me tag just because I've been making a few videos already and I wanted you to get an opportunity to really feel out who I am as a person and why I even started a channel, just so that we can build some friendships here. I don't want it to just be watch me do my makeup and then peace out. You know, I really want it to feel like I'm bonding with you guys. And so I figured the first way to do that is to get to know me. And so I wrote down a few things if you see me looking down. But first off, my name is Amanda. Rose is actually my middle name. So I decided to just take that to title my channel after it. I am 27 years old. And it feels really weird even saying that. I feel like in my head, I'm still 21. But I am 27 years old. And what I do for a living is I am a teacher. I teach social studies. I teach social studies to seniors. And so that's a great experience. I love my job. I love what I do. Of course, it can get on my nerves. You know, I have to pray a lot in the morning. But I wouldn't trade my career for anything else. I genuinely love teaching. I love teaching kids. I love teaching anything. Even I feel like that's probably why I even wanted to start a makeup channel, because everything that I do, it just stirs up this teaching and wanting people to learn. I'm actually starting my 5th year as a teacher, and before that I was always in the education field, whether it was substituting or whether it was tutoring people through an agency. I always tried to seek jobs that allowed me to do what I love most. Next question, am I married? I am married. I just made 2 years with my husband. We got married July 31st, 2014. And we've been together for a total of 8 years. So I did meet him when I was 19 years old, an itty bitty baby. And that as well has been a great learning experience. I've learned so much about myself just because I have been committed to someone, and just because I've committed my life to just learning more about him, and in return I've learned so much about myself and I've grown so much as an individual just because I've decided to link up with someone else. And I feel like this is probably the perfect introduction to tell you that we own a dog, a 3-year-old dog, which you have definitely seen in my other videos. His name is Simon. This moment, he is giving me his rope because he wants to play. Look, he's like pulling it. But Simon is a pit bull. We've had him for the last 3 years. He is literally like our child. We do not have children, but I can assure you we probably have a lot of similarities with people that do have children and have pets. By no means are children anything like pets, don't get me wrong. Immense responsibility that it takes to take care of a dog. I cannot even imagine a child. All right, so while he chews up his rug on my arm, I'm gonna go to the next question. What makes me happy? So the things that make me happy are my friends, my family, God, and the relationships that I've built at church. Doing what I love makes me happy. There is nothing worse than feeling like you're forced to do something that you don't want to do. There's nothing worse than feeling forced to participate in something that you don't want to participate in. And honestly, what brings me pure joy is just being able to do things that I love. I feel like I get the most satisfaction. I feel like anyone honestly gets the most satisfaction out of completing something or doing things that they genuinely enjoy doing. My favorite food, so my husband is vegan. I'm not, even though I try to commit to eating that way as much as possible. But I really do love pizza. I love pizza. I love ice cream. Plenty, the gelato. My favorite flavor is the coconut one. If they don't have the coconut, then I get the tahini vanilla, but the coconut one, I have to be careful because sometimes I can eat that in like one sitting. Netflix and that little jar, dangerous. So I have to be careful. But pizza for sure. I really love sushi, but again, I keep it really simple. I just get avocado and cucumber rolls with a side of spicy mayo. Yum. Places that I love to shop. Honestly, wherever has a sale, if I could be real. I love Forever 21 because it's cute and it's affordable. Zara here and there, a lot of really cute things at Zara as well. So I would say those are like my main two. Favorite movies. Okay, so I kind of like hardcore movies. I like a lot of like graphic movies, and so my favorite of all time is Gladiator. I love like those old historic films, but I can't watch those movies over and over again. The movies that I can watch over and over again, hands down, is Mean Girls. I can see myself watching that till I am 60 years old. Mean Girls and 17 Again with Zac Efron. Oh my God, I have never seen a teenage movie that is so funny, and you just can't get tired of it. So if you've never seen it, 17 Again with Zac Efron, that is one of my all-time favorites. I've probably seen it about 7 times. I can quote every single line from the movie. I enjoyed the movie as if I was watching it for the very first time. So yeah, Gladiator, favorite movie of all time, but movies that I can watch over and over again without ever getting bored. Mean Girls, 17 Again, and of course Clueless. It's kind of like a no-brainer when it comes to that. Favorite drink, definitely coffee. I'm not a tea person. I should be a tea person, but definitely without a doubt is coffee any time of day. And I don't like iced coffee. I like hot coffee. It will be 100 degrees outside, but when I order coffee, it's always hot. I don't like cold coffee. Call me crazy, but I don't like it. My ethnicity, I am Puerto Rican and Dominican. My dad is Dominican, my mom is Puerto Rican, and no, I do not speak Spanish. I am the fakest Hispanic you will ever find. I barely know how to cook Hispanic food. I will eat it, but I barely know how to cook it, and I don't speak Spanish. My parents didn't teach me Spanish, which is so disappointing, because every job nowadays, especially in New York with such a variety of different ethnicities, you have to know a second language. It's kind of impossible to even get a job in New York without knowing a second language, especially Spanish. So it's really unfortunate, but no, I do not speak Spanish. My husband does, and so when we have children, they will know Spanish. I do not have any piercings except for my ears, and even that sometimes I don't really wear. I kind of just have to be in the mood to wear earrings or to wear any other type of jewelry. I do wear watches every single day. I have a black one and a silver one that I throw on with anything, and then I'm always like wearing my wedding ring. Favorite makeup, I love highlighter. I can wear highlighter whenever, all of the time. I love glowy skin. I just love it on the cheek. I love the way it looks on the nose. But before highlighter, because I feel like that's a new thing, I feel like that's a new thing that I discovered. Before highlighter, it was mascara. Number one favorite makeup item is without a doubt mascara. Give me mascara and a little bit of concealer for under my eye, and I don't need anything else. But lately, I've been tending to go towards my highlighter more than anything. Biggest pet peeve. If anyone knows me, you know that my biggest pet peeve is when people wear sunglasses indoors. Simon, calm down. See, he's like a kid. But when people wear sunglasses indoors, to me, it's the dumbest thing. There's no sun inside. It's also, I feel like, very rude, because if people are having conversations with you, I want to be able to see you eye to eye. I don't want to look at your glasses. I don't want to make it seem like you're falling asleep or you're not really paying attention or your eyes are wandering. It just seems very, very rude to me to have sunglasses on if you're indoors. And it just looks really stupid, if I could be honest. Like, there's no sun in here, so why do you have your sunglasses on? You know, it doesn't, I don't know, doesn't make sense. Sunglasses. My favorite YouTuber, Nicole Guerrero. I have been watching her since she was like in her bedroom years ago, maybe even like 5 or 6 years ago. I'm not sure how long she's been doing makeup, but Nicole Guerrero, and also Judy, it's Judy time. I grew up just watching all of her makeup videos and all of her hair videos. When I had longer hair, every single time I wanted a new hairstyle, I would go to It's Judy Time. Now I kind of watch her vlogs a lot more with her family because they're the cutest things ever. But those two are kind of like my favorites when it comes to YouTube videos. I am the most excited when I see those two pop on my screen. My favorite quote, which is kind of interesting, but I wanted to add that in. Abraham Lincoln said, "Nearly all men can withstand adversity, but if you want to test a man's character, give him power. In other words, we all go through things in life, and for the most part, everyone is capable of getting through those things. Everyone is capable of getting out of the valley. Everyone is capable of getting out of the mess, out of the storm. But if you really want to test who someone is, if you really want to test who they are inside, give them power. What do they do with power? What do they do with an opportunity to actually change the world? That's how you see who they really are. If you want to really test a man's character, give him power. And for me, I thought that that was perfect because as I continue to grow in my life, I don't really know what the future holds for me, but I do know that with age, with maturity, comes more responsibility. In other words, comes more power. And I want to be someone that always checks my character, that always checks who I am. Every stage of my life, even in the positions that I'm given at my church, those are positions of power. Those are positions of influence. And I always want to be someone that checks who I am, that knows that I'm not going off path, that knows that I'm not someone that's arrogant, someone that's full of themselves. It's a little bit of rambling, but that is my favorite quote from Abraham Lincoln. I have so many more. Martin Luther King Jr., who is my favorite historical figure of all time. He says so many things that I could literally dedicate an entire video to just that. And just lastly, the reason why I started a YouTube channel is because makeup has always been my passion ever since I was younger. I want to say ever since I was like maybe 17, because I wasn't allowed to wear makeup in high school. But ever since I was like 17, 18, once I started college, my parents kind of gave me the freedom to do what I wanted, and I just fell in love with makeup, and I started doing these big dramatic like green eye looks and a ton of eyeliner and winged eyeliner, and it was even before like foundation was popular. It was just more eye makeup. And I just practiced a lot on my mom and on my sister, and when people had events, whether it was for prom or whether it was just for going out, I always offered myself to do their makeup. And kind of frustrated me sometimes that people didn't know how to do their own makeup. I loved doing their makeup for them, but it kind of was like, hey, you can do this yourself, you know? And so I feel like this is my way of teaching people how to do makeup, not just to entertain you, but to teach you. And so that's pretty much it. I don't really know what else I can add to this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. And if there's anything else that you would like to know that's not maybe too personal, I'd definitely be willing to answer it. Just make sure that you write it down in the comments below. And I want to say thank you again for taking the time to watch this. If you have not already, please subscribe. My next video will be on the Morphe 350 palette. I just got it in the mail. I know homegirl is late, but I'm so excited. I even did a makeup look today with this, and even what's on my lips is Limbo from ColourPop. I'm bringing out those fall colors finally. But my next makeup video will be on that eyeshadow palette, trying to do at least 3 looks with that palette. So keep an eye out for that. And again, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. See you next time.